Hi guys, Bernard here once again. We are going to look at the second video and we are going to talk about HTML. First of all, let's ask ourselves, what is HTML? It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, what's the meaning of hypertext and what's the meaning of a markup language? We divide it into two. Okay, we look at hypertext and then we look at markup language. Hypertext simply is like what you see here, okay, where it's not just text, but it also gives you the opportunity to click on a particular text. So what it's saying is that in hypertext, it gives you the ability to link to other pages, through links or through images or whatever. So that is the hypertext. Let me demonstrate it here. So right now, let's demonstrate it. This is a page about Baby Shark. Okay, so this is Wikipedia. You can see over here. This is all HTML that you are seeing here. Okay, so you have a heading here, which is Baby Shark, right? We have some navigation tools. Okay, we have a certain paragraph. We have another heading, which is smaller than the first heading. And then we have another heading, which is also smaller than the second heading, all in another paragraph. Okay, origins and early history, all in another paragraph. And this one also, another paragraph. Now, I want to teach the hypertext, right? Hypertext is these ones in blue, okay? These ones in blue, they are all hypertext. We can come to this one, okay? You see, it brings out the shark picture, but when I click on it, it will take us to a different page. You get it? When I click on this, it takes us to a different page. When I click on, there are many things we can be clicking on and they will keep taking us to different pages. Okay. I can also come to this side and then I'll be clicking. So the links that we do is what we call the hypertext. We make them hyper. Okay, so that is what HTML, the H stands for hypertext. Now let's go to the markup language. So what's the markup? Markup language. So we said the first H is hypertext and then ML is the HT is the hypertext and the ML is markup language. What's a markup language? Markup language, when we say markup, it simply refers to the practice of adding symbols, tags, or annotations to a document to provide information about its structure, formatting, or elements. Okay, so the markup elements are typically distinguishable from the regular text and they convey instructions to both humans and machines about how the document should be processed or displayed. So, even way back when you were using pen in your book, when you are writing, you do some form of markup, right? Where you either write the heading, you underline it, you make it a little bigger, or you bolden it, right? And then sometimes when you are writing, you leave some two spaces and then you write a certain number of lines and then you leave another space or you bring another heading, you underline, you italicize. All these things are markups you have been doing actually. So what's the purpose of markup? The primary purpose of markup is to bring structural information. Markup is used to define the structure of a document, indicating which parts are headings, paragraphs, lists. Yes, sometimes you do listing or you do numbering. Which part is images or links, etc. Right? And also we use markup for formatting and presentation. Markup is employed to specify how the content should be presented, including styles, fonts, colors, layouts, etc. Right? So it's like, do you want to make it bold? Do you want to center it? Do you want to, what sort of alignment do you want? Do you want italics? So all these are markups that we do. Let me go back to the Baby Shark Wikipedia we saw and look at something. So as you can see, this has a very fine markup. We can see heading here. The computer understood it if you use HTML to write it, right? There is a way you write it so that your computer will understand what you want. Other than that, it wouldn't know whether to make this bigger or whether to make this a paragraph, whether to space here, right? Whether to make all this a paragraph and then bring another header. You wouldn't know how to bring this line. So when you are doing all these things, we say you are doing markup, right? So I'll copy everything here, right? I'll copy everything here and show you how things look if we don't have a markup. Let's copy, Control, Command C, and then paste it somewhere. Now we've pasted it here in a Word document, right? When you compare it to the previous scene, you realize Baby Shark and everything look the same. Now let's apply some markup. Some markup means we will make this one bold, okay? And then we will increase the font, or we can choose to, you can see here, let me show you here. Yes, you can see heading here, right? You can see heading here. We can choose heading. You see, this is processor, right? We have heading here. Okay, so this is it. Let's have paragraphs done here. Over here there is a certain space. You go, there is another space here, but they are all one paragraph. Here there is a certain spacing, okay? So, and then we came to another heading which says history. You see, it's so difficult even for my human eye, right? So history is here. It says history here is supposed to be another heading, but over here we will choose, let me show you here. Over here we will choose heading 2. The first one was heading, now we'll choose heading 2 because it's not as big as the Baby Shark. You can see here heading 2 is chosen, and then this is also a heading. Now let's paste it. This is also a heading, okay? Now origin is also another heading. Origin and history here is also another heading, but it's not heading 2, it's heading 3, okay? It's heading 3, it's not heading 2, heading 3, and then this one goes down. So what we are also actually doing here is we are doing markup, right? We can make this uh, italics, okay, like this. We can make it bold. We can underline whatever we want to do, right? So when we are doing all this, we can change the sort of font we use. When we are doing all this, we say we are doing what? A markup. Great. So that was us doing markup, right? In a word processor. You can open your word processor. In fact, every day when you are typing, you are doing some sort of markup, right? But how do we do this when it comes to HTML or web development, right? When it comes to HTML, we use what we call tags. We use tags to tell us whether what we are writing is a heading, whether it's a heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4. We use tags to help us to identify what we want to group together as one paragraph. We use tags, okay, to show numbering, right, or to show a list of items. In fact, we use tags for everything that you see on the internet right now. If you want to embed a video, we use tags. You will have to use tags to show that what you are bringing into the browser is what? Is a video. We use tags for images. We use tags for hyperlinks. Let me go to W3 Schools and show you a number of tags for HTML. So this W3 Schools, you can see a number of tags here. There are so many of them, right? We have the head. We have H1 to H6, which is, it says it defines HTML headings. We have header. Age group, we have HR, which defines thematic change in the content. We have iframe, it defines an inline frame. We have image, which defines an image. We have input. There are so many of them. We have labels. We have one for map. It defines an image map, right? We have OL, which defines an ordered list. We have P, which defines a paragraph. So there are just so many of them. We have span, we have strong. This one will make whatever you are applying it to bolded. So we have some for tables, a number of them. You want to look at it from W3 Schools. Great. So this brings us to the end of the second video. Let's go to the third one, and I hope you are still enjoying. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.